Hi FlossTube, this is Stephanie at Stitchinit, and it's been a few weeks, but I'm back ready to stitch up some cross stitch and work on my big WIP for this year, Hoity Toity. So I hope you guys can stick around for a little bit and maybe chat some, or if you have something to work on, get some stitching done. But other than that, I'm gonna be here talking a little bit and having some fun by myself in my stitchy spot for about the next hour, and I hope you guys can catch up on it later. Or anyway, I never have a good intro. I want to start saying thank you to everyone who's tuning in. I know I've got some new subscribers since the last time that I broadcast, so if you're new and haven't tuned in before live, welcome, and if you can get to catch up on it later, then I hope you enjoy it, and thank you so much. So let's get started. About where I am on Hoity Toity, this time I'm working on the bottom half, and I've reached the bottom on one side of where I'm working, and I'm gonna try to move the camera just a little bit so I can show you what the other side looks like, because this it is some squirrels on a basket of fruit, and there's two of them. They're separated by this birdhouse in the middle, and I'm working on the second bowl and basket bowl of fruit with these cute little squirrels on it. So it's kind of boring to do the same thing twice, of course, but hopefully doing it live will help me get some motivation so I can finish up this piece before the end of the year. So let's see. Right now I'm gonna start working on, let me pull my pattern up, of course. Let's see, I got oh, they did an update, of course, as soon as I reload the app. I'm gonna go through that. Yay. Okay. I am an iOS user, so the newest thing, of course, in Apple News is iOS 11 for iPad, which has been a great experience so far. So if you're looking for a tablet, they've really got a lot of new features in iOS 11 that is available to do on your iPad, and I highly recommend it. I mean, you can do split screen and run two different apps at the same time, of course, and which is really good for when you're using a PDF reader, you know, and you've either got your whole entire tablet set up for your PDF reader and you can't really do much else, or you can now use more than one app. And they already had kind of a little, it was already working sort of, you know, before iOS 11, but anyway, I just got a new iPad, of course. So that's what I'm hinting around at, is it was a great purchase so far. It's a lot faster than my old one. And so the color that I'm stitching in right now is Raven by from Gentle Arts Samplers Threads, and it is not a true black. That's the thing I like about it, and I like about it in this piece, is it has a really antiqued effect to it that I'm sure is probably not showing up on the camera right now, but it looks really nice in person. I'm stitching it on 28 count antique white Evenweave from MCG Textiles, which I notice the fabric is having, you know, we all have issues with MCG, you know, but the fabric is kind of stretching as I go down as I go down. It seems like the squares are getting longer than they should be. They don't seem truly square, which I've actually noticed in several different brands of fabric. That's kind of disappointing. They just don't have the you know, the what is the word I'm looking for? I mean, the squareness that you would expect from an even weave, you know, something like that. You'd expect your, I don't know, I kind of expect my X's to be as even as they possibly can, but it'll be okay. Getting kind of close to the top. Let me see if I can adjust this angle a little better. I know nobody's watching who's probably in Puerto Rico, but I just wanted to say something that, you know, that I hope everyone there is okay. The hurricane season has been pretty active this year, and we've had a lot of damage from everyone, and I hate that Puerto Rico is getting hit so hard. But otherwise, the weather is starting to cool off down here, and of course the kids are back and have been back in school for about a month here. So I was originally, you know, had a lot of other stuff I had to catch up on and other stuff I had to do, but I was itching. I had been wanting a while to resume my live broadcast. Maybe not every week. It's just too much to do it every week. But let's see. 2 up here. But I've been seeing more people doing stitch-alongs and live broadcasts, and I think it's so great. It gets me so excited. And let's see. Stitcherista has been starting to do a Stitch With Me video. I don't think, they're not live, but she's been starting to do Stitch With Me, and I think it's fun to see, you know, whoever, you know, just somebody you kind of feel like you know, then you get to stitch with them. You get to see what their actual stitching looks like. And I think it's great. Who else do I like? I like Stitchin' Jules. She did a Stitch With Me the other day. Pam from Pam's Crafty Corner, she did a live one the other day. I was watching some of that, and yeah, it's all great. So keep it up. I love to join in and be part of live broadcasting too. Oh, good morning everyone. I'm just now looking at these comments. Hi Betty and Lori, and I'm Nostalgic Needlework. I don't know your name, but anyway, I hope your morning is going really nicely, and yeah, I'm just trying to find where I'm gonna go next. Let's see. Got all the legs done. 1, 2, 3. Hi Renee. I'll have to remember that. It's hard to keep track of everyone, but anyway. Oh, that's nice, Betty. I enjoy them too, and you know, I do have the camera and the equipment that will do it, so I try to put my little spin on it. And you know, I love doing the speed stitching videos and the editing videos and stuff like that. I really do. But you know, this is just a way that I can just kind of talk and hopefully meet some people. And you know, otherwise I'm stitching at home alone, you know. So I think they're great ideas. So I'm glad you like them. Makes me nervous because this is the second time that I've done, I said I did this fruit basket with the squirrels on the other side, and so I want them to match. I'll just say that. Let's see. I've already noticed on this bird, I'm gonna try to turn it again. This birdhouse here, these birds they are evenly spaced from the birdhouse. They're evenly spaced from the birdhouse. I don't know if you can see what I'm talking about, but it's one space closer to this handle of this fruit basket than it is on the other side. And I checked it and checked it and checked it again. And it's correct that way on the pattern. It's supposed to be, I guess it's just a spacing issue from left to right, you know, and middle. So it looks a little off here, but I keep having to think it's supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be like that. I'm not messing up. So, ew, paperwork, Lori. That that doesn't sound like fun. So I'm glad to keep you company. Let's see, where am I going next? I'm on a page turn, so that's always fun. Go. After I finish this thread out, I think I'm going to switch to the basket down here for a little bit. One, two, three, four. I haven't checked to see if it's really symmetrical, like even the colors of every single berry. I haven't checked to see if they're all the same. But I have really been enjoying doing Hoity Toity. It's my first long dog sampler piece. And I would definitely do another one based on the experience I've had so far. It's a really comfortable number of colors, and there's, you know, real creative expression in the motifs. I like it a lot. And especially I'm crazy about this border that runs around. That's really the highlight of the piece to me. There we go. I was really lucky to go to a Stitch Together last weekend in Canton. You might have seen some about it. I know Lori was there. I think it's great that she comes from South Carolina. And it was just a lot of fun. A lot of familiar faces there. And I love how I've been, you know, kind of plugged into the Georgia Stitchers group that's kind of formed, you know, over the past year, and it's just a great group. I mean, we're so lucky in Georgia to have so many stitchers and floss tubers. And see you later, Lori. But yeah, it was so much fun, and I'm hopefully gonna get to go to another get together soon. I'm lucky that I live also in the middle of Georgia. I mean, kind of not in northeast Georgia, but it's within driving distance to all areas of the state, so I can see everyone, you know, when I can. There's a regular stitching meetup that we have in Warner Robins that I like to go to that's coming up, and Talia from Covered in Cat Hair is always there, and so is Dina the half stitch cross stitch yes, the half, okay, and they're always so nice. It's always fun to stitch with them, so I'm hoping to see them very soon. Renee, I didn't realize that you were in FlossTube. I will have to check out your videos. Is it under the same channel, Nostalgic Needlework? Let's see. Let's see. Thread's getting kind of short here. Okay, well, I will definitely have to check out your videos after this broadcast. What part of Georgia do you live in? 1, 2, that's the... I think this is going to be my last stitch on this thread. I totally understand. I mean, yeah, I've learned so much from FlossTube, and definitely I'm learning to just wave the flag for cross stitch all over the place because FlossTube, yeah, it's a very, very unique group of people, because it's more of a group of people than it is a thing. You know, it's not, doesn't belong to anyone. Gwinnett County, I live in Gwinnett County. Wow, you don't know anyone who stitches and you live in Gwinnett County. And I live in Gwinnett County. I live near Stone Mountain in Gwinnett County. I know Gwinnett County is pretty large and it goes up to the north, but okay, I'm gonna start on this. I know, that's amazing. That's so funny. Oh, okay, so you're not right down the road from me, but anyway, yeah, we'll have to meet up sometime. Now you know someone who's close to you that stitches. I'm close to the DeKalb County line. That's, like DeKalb County is literally less than half a mile down the road. Well, there's also, I don't know if you remember, Renee, but there's a Georgia cross stitchers get-togethers, I think is what the name is. A Facebook group that we try to organize all of our stitch-togethers or announce all of our stitch-togethers. Wow, yeah, I've lived in Georgia for most of my life too, and my mom grew up in Georgia near Milledgeville, so I've always thought about getting out of Georgia, and I lived in Florida. I went to college in Florida and stayed there for almost 10 years, but yeah, I've been in Georgia for most of my life too. But I'll have to message you somehow to friend you on Facebook and show you, send you that, you need to join that Facebook group or just look up Georgia cross stitch get-togethers, I think is what it is, and that's where you can find out all about our the meetups. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My music stopped. Let's try that. Okay. Technical difficulties. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, I know I will be meeting you soon, Renee. Tennessee, I may find myself coming to Tennessee sometime. There's a retreat I know it's full already, but a retreat in Sevierville, Tennessee. I don't know how far that is, Betty, but in November, I think. Sevierville, yeah. Oh, you're gonna love it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are mean people somewhere, but I've never met them yet at a get together. Some people are shy, of course, and I tend to be, you know, more reserved in a bigger group. But yeah, there's lots of. If you're nervous about Tennessee, then come to a Georgia get together, because I can tell you they're very friendly. Oh, I gotta. Got a knot here. I gotta try to pop out. Oh, okay, so you guys are talking about the same retreat. Um, I'm not gonna go to that one, but Katrina's having a retreat in Myrtle Beach at the end of the year, and it's like over New Year's Eve. It's gonna end New Year's Day, and I'm planning to take my whole entire family. There's it would make 9 of us total. And I'm planning to take them to this cross-stitch retreat if it happens. I just talked to Katrina last night, and she said there was a few fence sitters, and we wouldn't know for sure if it was happening, which she thinks it will, but, you know, because it's over the holidays, and a lot of people, I don't know if they want to go on a retreat over the holidays, but I do. So, yeah, you guys should look at that one. If they had really good rates on the rooms. Oh, I'm not getting this knot out. I think I might just have to sacrifice the thread and cut it. Yeah, it's off season for the hotel up there, of course. So we're planning to get a 3-bedroom, you know, condo thing with a kitchen. And it's not that expensive. The 1-bedrooms are really, really, really reasonable if you just wanted 1 bedroom. But I don't know how many people are signed up for that one yet, so I hope it happens, because I would love. I've always wanted to go to the beach. Yeah, I love Tennessee. It's very pretty. I've always wanted to go to the beach in the winter, and I'm just gonna have to cut this out. What is this music? This is not what I thought I was playing. Let's try this. Oh man, I love the mountains in the fall. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I went to a boarding school that was in the North Georgia mountains, called the Raven Gap Nakuchi School. If you're familiar with it, it's on 441, near Raven Gap. Hi. Anyway, I just wanted to say hi. That's Lorraine, right? Lorraine? It takes me forever to remember everybody's names. Let's see now. Renee from Nostalgic Needlework is in Georgia, and so I was we've been talking a little bit about the meetups and getting her interested in that, and hopefully I'll meet her soon. So you might see her at the next meetup. But anyway, I've got a thread hanging on the back. I think I'm getting tangled up in it. Let's try. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I'm glad I got it right, Lorraine, because it's embarrassing when you can't remember someone's name. But anyway, Renee over here in Nostalgic Needlework, she says she just did 3 floss tube videos. She's new to floss tube, and Lorraine is too. Lorraine's from Georgia, Rags to Stitches USA, so she's in the neighborhood too. And Renee lives near Hall County, she said. So anyway, what am I doing? Okay, where's my pattern? 1, 2, 3. Okay, see, I was looking at the one I already stitched on the other side and trying to copy it, and then I looked at my pattern and it's not symmetrical, so now I gotta take this stuff out. As far as I know, the Nashville needlework market is a trade show. Is that what it would be considered, a trade show? Or like, you know, designers, they come and it's a conference, I guess it would be considered a conference. And I don't know much about it beyond that, you know. I've never been to it. Well, I'm glad you're subscribed to Renee's channel already. I'm gonna go check her out as soon as I'm finished with this broadcast, because I didn't know she did floss tube videos. Oh, there, I got my needle threaded again. Good. One, 2, 3, that's it. The blue that I'm working with right now is uniform blue, I think it's called. And I love that color because you can't hardly tell if it's gray or if it's blue. I'd like to use it in some other pattern. Yeah, I remember because I went to the Marietta retreat with Katrina in August, and she was talking about their experience last year, and she said, I think overall they had a good experience. I don't even remember, because I can't remember if she said this year what had changed about it, like her retreat that she's doing there. One, 2. Okay. Let's skip. Oh, Audio Jungle. Okay, I need to stop looking at the one on the other side. Like I said, they're not symmetrical. They're not symmetrical. 2, 1, 2, skip 1. No, I did that wrong. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, that's what I did. That's gonna have to come out. I'm really going to try to stick with Hoity Toity, I think, for the rest of the week to some degree, because I would really like to get the bottom half done, and I'm almost to the bottom. Getting into the groove now. Thank you very much, Renee. I think it is too. I mentioned on my WIP parade video that because of the border that goes all the way around the piece, I don't think I'm going to get it framed or anything. I want to finish it like a tapestry hanging, you know, like kind of a banner style. You know, just with some fabric hanging on a rod, something like that. And I really want to finish it this year. And I've been saying that to everyone that I know of, so now I can't back out. You know, I really do want to finish it in 2017. I haven't stitched the 17 and the 2017 yet, but I'm going to. Got a snag. Hold on, let me just peek behind all this. Do you use a stand at all, Renee? I've been finding that I can stitch faster on a stand. You know, when you have both hands free, I mean, it just naturally you can once you get used to that. Darn it, put too many stitches in there. I keep looking at the other symbol that's the accompanying color in the basket, and I keep looking at that one and trying to stitch it. Two, yes. T, that's the symbol. Oh no, Audio Jungle. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, Lorraine, and yeah, she said she's gonna do it again next year, so that was exciting to hear too. That hopefully we can open it up to more people, but there wasn't really room in that meeting room for anyone else either. Okay, Audio Jungle, I'm about to find something else. Running out of free music to play. Oh. I'm just going to try a different playlist. I don't have that many minutes before I'm going to stop, but let's see. It was a lot of fun, Renee. The Marietta treat, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't spend the night or anything. So that's why I'm really looking forward to the Myrtle Beach retreat, because I'm staying on there and I'll be able to just stitch all night. Stitch in the new year. Whatever it is, it's going to be fun. I have a table that I've used when I had a stitching to get together at my house last year. But I'm gonna have to invite you guys over because I set up the table a couple weeks ago, and we've been using it for homework and stuff too. It's not that I'm just using it, but my daughter's been stitching with me. She'll come down there and in the evenings, and I pretend like I'm having a stitch together, but it's just with my kids. So. Yeah, is that the same? Are y'all the Sampler Guild? Because I know there's another one, but are y'all the ones that are having the event this weekend? I saved it, the picture. What was it? There's some sort of Sampler Guild exhibition in Roswell. You know the one I'm talking about? I can't remember who posted the picture. I saved it to my camera roll, but photos. No, that was the Magnolia Sampler Guild. Yeah, I would like to try to come to that. I'm not real big into samplers, but I'm working on one right now. So maybe that would motivate me to finish Hoity Toity this year, so I can start on another long dog sampler, because I really do like their stuff. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4. I stitch with both hands, actually. I didn't used to be able to. I used to only be able to stitch with my right hand, but now I stitch with whatever's comfortable, whatever, especially if I'm video recording. The camera is upside down, hanging from, like, you know, the top of my stitching. So, but I am a right-handed individual. But I've gotten to where I even, if something's on the left side of the Q-snap, I stitch with my left hand. If something's on the right side of my Q-snap, I stitch with the right hand. If I get tired, I'll stitch with one hand, I'll stitch with the other. It's a good skill to have, and I couldn't do that before I started working on a stand. Skip one. That's the name of the Facebook page, is just the Sampler Guild of Georgia, for anyone who's interested. Well, I have had a great time with you guys today. You never know what's going to happen, you know, until you know, start broadcasting and see who tunes in. So I'm glad I had some great conversations with you. And Lorraine, I look forward to seeing you at maybe the Sampler Guild. If I can, I don't know, you said the third Sunday of every month? Is that where it is? I mean, when it is? And Renee, I will definitely have to look you up and check out your floss tube channel. And otherwise, see you at one of the next meetups, definitely. One, two. Let's see, got 3. Skip 2. This will work out pretty good. I'm just gonna use up the end of this thread, and yeah, I'm planning to go to Myrtle Beach. We were talking about Pigeon Forge though. We were talking about all of them, I guess. But yeah, Myrtle Beach sounds very exciting. more excited than Marietta. So I'm planning, like I said, I'm planning to take my whole family to Myrtle Beach at the end of the year. So that's gonna be, if that happens, if I can pull it off, I will feel like Superwoman. Hi Betty, I didn't realize you were still here, but yeah, you use both hands to stitch. Is definitely good when you can use both hands. Like I said, one hand gets tired and you switch to the other one. Yeah, I think there's quite a bit of lag or something. I must be behind you guys quite a bit from the looks of the chat. But that's just the camera I use actually broadcasts over cell phone signal, so it's not the most reliable thing, but it is the easiest thing. Let's see now, 2. There we go. Oh, I thought that a sampler guild, that's basically what what you came to work on, you know, was a sampler. That's nice to know I could bring anything though. But I you know, I do have a couple samplers. Sampler Guild of Georgia. Like I said, I'll have to look up the Facebook. One, two, three. Okay, well, it's noon here, so I'm ready for some lunch. And I had a great time with you ladies. And I hope anyone who can tune in later will see we have a good time on this live stream. And there's a lot of stuff going on in Georgia, so if you get a chance, if you haven't been to cross-stitchretreats.com, that's what we were talking about, is retreats that Katrina Boyd puts on and drives around to, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to the next one at the very end of the year in Myrtle Beach. So that's where I will be at the end of December. But it's time to wrap it up now, and I will see you guys on your YouTube channels here in a little bit, and I will definitely check out the Sampler Guild of Georgia. So thanks for tuning in. I had a fantastic time, and I'll see you next time.